our review related to the chemistry subject, and sir, we have got math questions, and the students are eagerly waiting for that.
Chalo.
So what about the sir last question, sir, from for my side, for the students also they are asking, sir. One of the student was typing, he has the exam on April 8th, shift 2.
Yes.
Sir, you are always recalling the concepts that these are the 10 important concepts in chemistry that the student has to focus. I want you to recall them again, sir.
Yeah. So in chemistry point of view, if you want to score, those who are writing on 8th, okay, shift 1 or shift 2, in chemical bonding, molecular orbital theory, VSAPR theory, hydrogen bonding, magnetic property, magnetic, diamagnetic, paramagnetic properties, shapes, and then questions are coming from pH calculations, buffers, and periodic classification, ionization energy, electronegativity. From complex compounds, he is asking shapes of complexes and hybridations of complexes, and then he is asking questions on acidity, basicity, okay, and resonance related questions, stability related questions, and from solutions he is asking relation between molality, and then questions are coming from, in simple words, inorganic. NCERT level will do very good for you, and organic named reactions, interconversions, A, B, C, D type of problems, and in organic, practical organic chemistry, that is functional group test is very important.
So these questions are continuously coming.
Yeah, these 8 to 10 models are continuously coming, and if they score very well, then it is outstanding for them. So now, sir, if you give me permission for 1 minute,
please.
Before you continue your mathematics, I want to make a very big announcement to all the students who are watching me that we are going to start a very strong, powerful, power pack crash course for JEE Advanced 2026, which is perfectly going to be for 30 days from afternoon 2 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. followed by examinations, ILTS, we call ILTS, Infinity Learn Test Series we call, in market it is simply called test series. So we are having a test series where we are going to discuss the paper with you. We will tell you merits, demerits, and we will have a WhatsApp group where 25/7 all our experts will be there in that. They'll clarify your doubts once you post your doubts. And the surprising part is that whoever is going to get a good percentile in month of January, whoever got, for them there will be a very big discount. If anybody have crossed 99 point something percentile, almost negligible amount of fees will be there, or there's a chance that your fees can be zero also. Okay, so anybody who has
crossed, it's a huge opportunity, sir.
Very huge opportunity for good students. Obviously, everywhere in the world, people like hard-working student. You know, sir, hard-working students are liked by everyone. You may have got less percentile. I don't bother. But if you are a hard worker, I like you. But if you got a good percentile and you are not a hard worker, means there is a chance that you may get collapsed in JEE Advanced. So everyone, please, Google form is available to you.
So one question, sir. How will the students be able to resolve their doubts?
For doubts, we have two options, sir. One option is during the class they can ask.
Yes.
If they feel that no, I want to share the image, I want to ask, we are going to create a WhatsApp group in which all the students are going to add.
For advanced batch.
For advanced batch also, separate WhatsApp group we are going to create. In that WhatsApp group, they can post their doubts along with images, voice recordings, or whatever they want, and WhatsApp have all those access.
Yeah.
And there they can clarify the doubts 24/7.
And teachers will also be there.
Yes, obviously teachers will be there, mentors will be there, or in charges will be there, and they will support. And anytime they can post their doubt, there is no restriction, and doubts will be clarified as soon as the faculty
this is
them.
really very good part, sir.
Yes.
Each and every doubt will be heard. So every teacher will be very cautious about your doubts. They will be explaining each and every explanation that you required for attempting the question.
Sir,
so
I request you to please send the Google form.
And sir, if I am getting more than 99%, sir, how much fees do I have to pay?
Almost like zero.
Zero. All right, sir. That's a great opportunity for all the students. In the January attempt, sir, if I got 99 plus, will I be able to get zero fees?
Yes, zero fees.
All right.
Maybe there will be very nominal fees.
Charges.
Maybe the price may be less the price of pizza or burger also.
All right.
Okay, negligible amount will be there. So please immediately fill in the Google form, which you can see there on your YouTube, on your screen. You can see when Google form is there. Please immediately fill your name, details in that. Our team will get contacted in you. And from April 13th, the batch is getting launched. So be careful about this date. April 13th is the date. Okay.
And sir, how many days it will be there? Till the
30
JEE
days. 30 days
program.
30 days
and
program.
how many hours of the lectures will be there, sir?
Daily you can see 2 to 6 p.m. means almost
6 p.m.
4 hours, 15 minutes of lectures will be there.
Yes.
All the 3 subjects daily.
And sir, one thing more I want to narrate, sir, we took the advanced batch in the last years also, in the last few years, and we found that whatever the questions are coming in the test series, So conceptually, they are being asked in the JEE Advanced.
Yes,
The
it's happening.
students, yeah. So whatever the AITS, sir, we have.
All India Test Series.
Yeah, All India Test Series, not only for mains, for advanced also, the questions are matching.
Yes.
I'm not saying the exact value, but however, the concepts that we are asking, we want you to actually train your brain in such a way that you will be able to attempt the questions which will be asked in the JEE
Sir,
Advanced.
the reason for your beautiful statement is at our Infinite Learn we have an excellent content team.
Yes.
Where all the experts are sitting and they are analyzing from past 10-15 years.
Yes.
What is the trend going on, from which topic in math, physics and chemistry more questions are being asked and the style of is asking.
Yes.
So based upon them they are preparing several papers to us.
Our AITSs are very, very
we have to thank
opportunistic.
our content team who are preparing very beautiful papers. Already they have prepared in mains as well as in advanced they are going to prepare. So the team of Sri Chaitanya and the team of Infinite Learn content team, these two teams, hats off. Very beautiful papers you have given in mains of January and mains of April. I cannot say 100%, but very beautiful repeated models are coming.
Yes, and the feedback also being given by our students.
And all the faculties of Sri Chaitanya, special thanks to all the faculties and administrators of Sri Chaitanya and Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya who are doing such a great job. And you know, we probably...
And one more thanks to collecting the questions, sir.
Yes.
The team is standing outside the center.
Yes,
they are
yes.
collecting the questions from the students.
So thanks to
them as well.
our Sri Chaitanya Infinite Learn deans, principals, students who are giving us the paper so fast that we are able to discuss on the YouTube session.
Yes.
And another thing, dear students, I would like to say you that all the models are which we have given in our test series are covered.
Okay.
Maybe I cannot say 100%, but 60 to 70% of the models. See, exact question cannot come. This is not like 7th class, 8th class or 9th class
absolutely.
where same question will come.
Same,
what is
values
photosynthesis?
can be changed.
Values and
Concepts
model
are same.
styles of operating, but the values and concepts are same. So, sir, I
Absolutely.
recommend you to please start with your mathematics. I'll just scroll it back.
Yeah.
You can just continue with your
Thank you so much,
mathematics. I'll be back, dear students, with chemistry questions. Thank you.
Sir, I have the set of the questions of the mathematics, so I'll continue with that.
Okay, you continue mathematics, sir. Once mathematics over, either physics or chemistry, I'll come back.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. So, hi everyone. Let's start with the mathematics discussion. Overall, I would say the paper was moderate. If I compare with the last 2 shifts or 3 shifts, we are observing that the math requires 1 hour or 1 hour of 10 minutes to easily solve 25 questions. However, the level of the questions are coming also easy. So, let's start. सर फिजिक्स के क्वेश्चन 45 मिनट में ही हो गए लगभग और मैंने 25 किए थे और वेरी ग्रेट हनी पियानो and if you're able to manage the time in physics question and you're able to save the time 15 minutes, so you can spend that 15 minutes in mathematics or other subjects also. So it's a good thing that you're able to complete the physics 25 questions in the 45 minutes. Great. So nice of you. Now let's begin, my dear students. We are having a memory based question discussion of 6th of April shift 2 and I just want to discuss the overall difficulty level. Bache, over here, see, physics was easy to moderate, chemistry was moderate, and math, I would say, it was moderate but lengthy. I won't say that all the questions were lengthy, but we found that 6 or 7 questions came into a bar of lengthy questions. So that's why I'm saying maths was moderate and lengthy. Lengthy means the questions were taking, some of the questions, 5 or 6 questions were there who were actually consuming 4 minutes of time to actually go through the entire solution. So that's why I'm saying it is lengthy. However, if you have 1 hour and you have 25 questions, so 1 hour 10 minutes or 1 hour 5 minutes will be enough for the math section to cover up all the 25 questions if you are good in mathematics and you know how to actually apply the concepts in those questions. So now, my dear students, how was a math paper? Just a normal question to you. How did you find if you have attempted this particular shift, let's say 6th of April evening shift if you have attempted. So how was your math paper? Easy? Was it moderate? Was it moderate but lengthy? Was it difficult? Was it very difficult? Just come to it. And I also want to give you the analysis related to math, that math was easy 40%, moderate 40%. That's why I said this 80% of the portion is moderate and easy. And difficult was 20%, and that too is not conceptually difficult, but I would say the questions were taking long time. They were consuming 4 minutes of time, 5 minutes of time. So that's why I would say maths was considered to be a lengthier. All right, my dear student, these are some of the chapter weightage that you have to focus on. All those students who have the exam on 8th of April, shift 1 and shift 2. But for you, it is very important to make sure that you can't miss the question of 3D, you can't miss the question of statistics, because these chapters are those chapters where you have to invest less and you'll be able to get high returns out of it. All right. So let's go ahead for the chapter discussion. What do you say? Can I start with the lecture discussion? Sir, total 53 हो पाए और मैथ में 12 हो पाए, बस एक क्वेश्चन ऑप्शन गलत थे, आंसर ही नहीं आ रहा था. All right, Hanipreet, that's great. So 53 is also a good number. You can expect a great percentile out of it. So we have a set of the math question, guys, and are we all ready for the math discussion? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I would like you to just like this session which we are conducting. Our team is really working hard to collect the questions. So एक like तो बनता है. Please subscribe this channel. But for the future updates also, in the advance also, we'll really bring good content over this channel. So please subscribe this channel. However, please follow our Telegram group also, Gache. So we have in the description of this video, you'll find the link of the Telegram group. Every day we are sharing the PDFs of every session. So please, answer key PDFs are already being shared for the last few shifts. For today's shift also we'll share on the Telegram group. Please join that group. All right. So, sir, in 8th S1 there or not? All right. So Abhinav here, 58 attempted. Great Abhinav. Great Abhinav. That's great. All right. So about the crash course, I think sir has already discussed. Now let's start with the question. Over here, my dear students, first question is from the system of linear equation. They have said that sum of all possible values of theta, where theta belongs to 0 to 2 pi, for which the system of the equations, these are the equations being given to you, and they have said has a non-trivial solution. But a trivial solution is that solution where the value of x is equals to y is equals to z is equals to 0. So my dear students, they are saying that a homogeneous system of equations has a non-trivial solution. That means they will have 0, 0, 0, and other than that they will have more solutions also. So bache, what you have to focus here, in this particular case, my dear students, the value of delta will be 0. Now what do you mean by delta? Delta means the coefficients over here. See, you have cos 3 theta, x coefficient, then you have minus 8, then you have minus 12, then you have here cos 2 theta, my dear students, then you have 3, then you have 3 again, and here you have 1, 1 and 3. So basically this coefficient determinant has to be 0. Now it is very easy, but what you need to do, just expand this determinant. So if you expand this determinant, see what you are obtaining. You have cos 3 theta times, here it will be 9 minus 3, which is 6. Then you will have 8 times, then it will be 3 cos 2 theta, and then minus 3. Then here you will take minus 12 times, and it will be cos 2 theta and then minus 3. Are you able to understand? So we created a trigonometric equation, and for this trigonometric equation you will be getting some roots, and you have to do with the sum of roots. What you will do? You just have to add the roots, and those roots should be in the interval between 0 to 2 pi. This you have to make sure. So what you will do here, bache, here you have the equation of the type 6 cos 3 theta, the first term. Then bache, here 24 cos 2 theta you have and 12 cos 2 theta you have. 24 minus 12 if you do, you will be able to get 12 cos 2 theta. Are you able to understand? And then bache, minus 24 you have, and then plus 36 you have. So minus 24 and then plus 36. So you will be able to get the value plus 12, which is equals to 0. Is everyone in the class able to understand? Now bache, what I will do here, I'll just divide the entire equation by 6. See what happen if I divide by 6. I will be able to get cos 3 theta, then I will be able to get 2 cos 2 theta, then I will be able to get plus 2, and which is equals to 0. Is that clear to everyone? Now over here, if you write the value of cos 3 theta, it will be 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. This is the value of cos 3 theta, guys. And bache, if you write the value of cos 2 theta, it will be 2 cos square theta and then minus 1. And bache, if you write plus 2, so here it will be plus 2, which is equals to 0. So bache, now open up the brackets. You will see here that 4 cos cube theta is as it is. And here you will observe that 2 into 2. So that will become 4 cos square theta. So I am writing here 4 cos square theta. Is that clear to everyone? Then bache, you are having minus 3 cos theta. So you are having minus 3 cos theta. And then bache, you will be observing here that 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. And minus 2 plus 2, it will get cancelled. So here bache, you will be able to get 0. So bache, if you take this cos theta common, see what will happen. So you will be left with 4 cos square theta bache. And then bache, here it will be 4 cos theta. And then bache, here it will be minus 3, which is equals to 0. Is it clear to everyone? Now the first thing is the value of cos theta can be 0. If the cos theta can be 0, the theta value can be pi by 2. And the theta value can be 3 pi by 2. Are you able to understand? However, my dear students, because in the interval 0 to 2 pi you have to take, so there will be two angles in the interval 0 to 2 pi. at which cos theta is 0. However, my dear students, if you take 4 cos square plus 4 minus 3, so you can do the factorization here. So here the factorization that you will do, here it is 12. So 6 and 2 you can write. You will write 4 cos square plus 6 cos theta minus 2 cos theta and then minus 3, which is equals to 0. So here 2 cos theta you can take common. You will be left with 2 cos theta and then plus 3. Here you take negative common, then 2 cos theta and then plus 3. And bache, if you write the value here, so you will be able to create the two factors, 2 cos theta minus 1 and 2 cos theta plus 3, which is equals to 0. Now bache, this thing can't be 0 because we are getting from here cos theta is equals to minus 3 by 2. So cos theta cannot have the value minus 3 by 2. So this can't be 0. Only the value of cos theta that we are able to obtain from here is half. Now in the first quadrant we will observe the cos is positive. However, in the last quadrant also we will observe the cos is positive. So the value of angle that we are having from here is, one is the angle which is pi by 3, that is 60 degree. Other is the angle which is 2 pi minus pi by 3. Alright, are you able to understand? Because in the fourth quadrant also cos is positive. Now bache, what you need to do over here? So you have to add all these angles. If you add all these angles, you will be able to get the values of some of the solutions. So this plus this plus this plus this. Here bache, if you add all of them, you are getting 4 pi. So that is why 4 pi will be the answer to this question. Is it clear to everyone that how we did this question? Any doubt if you have, you can tell me about it. If no doubt, we can proceed further for the next question. Now, let's go ahead for the next question. They are saying that the two lines are given to you. See, you can't miss the questions of 3D. 3D questions are very low investment and high returns. Very few question models are there in the 3D geometry. Plane is almost deleted. Only lines question will be asked. So very few question models are there. You can't miss these type of the questions. So the question that they asked here is distance between the two skew lines. Here bache, you will observe that they have given B1 cross B2. First of all, write B1 cross B2. So it will be I, J, K. And bache, over here, the first row will be 1, 2, minus 3. And the second row will be 2, 4, minus 5. If you open up this determinant, it will be I cap times minus 10 and then minus of minus 12. So minus 10 plus 12. Minus 10 plus 12 will be plus 2. Are you able to understand this? Then minus j. Here you will observe minus 5 and then plus 6 you are having. So that will be plus 1. And here you will observe, my dear students, it will be 4 minus 4, which is equals to 0. Is that clear to everyone? So here, bache, it will be 2i and then minus j. It is the value that we got for B1 vector cross B2 vector. Once you are able to understand this, now bache, you have to write A1 vector. So A1 vector is a point where the line 1 is passing, which is 4, 3, 2. Now you have to write A2 vector. A2 vector is the position vector of a point from where the line 2 is passing. Minus 2, 6 and 5. Now bache, you have to write A2 minus A1. If you do A2 minus A1, you will have minus 6. Then you will have 3 and then you will have again 3. Now bache, distance formula is what? It is A2 minus A1. Then bache dot. Then it will be beta B1 cross B2. Alright. And then divide by the magnitude of B1 cross B2. Alright. So over here, A2 minus A1 is this. And B1 cross B2 is this. So minus 6 into 2 if you do, you will have minus 12. And then over here, bache, 3 into minus 1 if you do, so that will be minus 3. Alright, take the modulus because the distance is always positive. And then magnitude of B1 cross B2. So if you do the magnitude of B1 cross B2, you will observe that we are getting root 5 because 2 square plus 1. So over here, you are getting 15 over root 5. 15 can be written as 5 into 3 over root 5. If you cancel this, it will be root 5. So 3 root 5 is the answer to this problem. So are you all able to understand how we got the distance between the two skew lines? Is everyone able to understand which formula is applicable? Very easy, bache. Here I got the dot product negative, so that's why I applied the modulus because the distance can't be negative. Other than that, everything seems to be easy. If you know the formula, you'll be able to apply it very easily. Now, my dear students, let's go ahead for the next problem. Here is another problem. They have given a question from the topic sequence and series. And how will you follow this sum basically? They say that the first term, this is a term number 1. The term number 1 is having 1. The term number 2 is, they are saying it will be 1 upon 2. This is a term number 2, 1 upon 2, 1 square plus 2 square. The term number 3 is, they are saying it will be 1 upon 3. Since it is term number 3, so 1 upon 3. And then 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So they are asking the sum of these terms up to the 10 terms. So how will you find it? So the important part here is you have to find the nth term first of all. What you have to find? Nth term. So nth term, by the observation I am writing, it will be 1 upon n beta. And if you see inside the bracket, it will be 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, and it is going till n square. So bache, here it will be 1 upon n. It will be n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 and then divided by 6. You have to observe that this n and this n will get cancelled. And if you open up the bracket, it will be 2n square. Then you have to see here plus n. Then you have to see here plus 2n and then plus 1 and then divided by 6. Here we got bache the nth term as 2n square, then it is plus 3n plus 1 and then whole divided by 6. This is the nth term that we got bache. Are you all able to understand? Now they are asking you to get the sum of 10 terms. So I'll just apply the summation. 1 by 6 I am taking outside. It will be 2n square plus 3n plus 1. Now bache, you already know the formula of summation. It will be 2 times summation of n square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 and then divided by 6. Then bache, here it is 3 times n into n plus 1 and then divided by 2. And then summation of 1 is n. Bache, this is the Sn formula that we created. In this formula, they are asking sum up till 10 terms. So you have to substitute the value of n as 10 to get S10. If I substitute n value 10, see what will happen. Here, bache, 2 and 6 will get cancelled. It will become 3. And 10, if I substitute here, it will be 10. Then it will be 11. Then it will be 21. And then plus. Here, bache, if I substitute n value 10, so it will be 10. And then it will be 11. And then whole divided by 2. Then here, bache, if I substitute n value 10, so here it will be 10. Are you able to understand this? Now see what will happen. This 3 will get cancelled with 21, so it will be 7. So 7 into 10, 7 into 11, 77, 77 into 10. So it will be 770. And then bache, here you will observe that this and this will get cancelled. So here you are getting 11 into 5, 55. And then 55 into 3 you have to do. So that will become bache 165. And here plus 10 is there. This whole sum has to be divided by 6. If you add these values, see 770 you add, then 165 you add, and then 10 you add. See what will happen. You will have 5, then here 7 plus 7, it will become 14 beta, and then 8 plus 1 beta, 945 we are able to generate. Now you also have to see that whether 945 when divided by 6, is it divisible or not. So let's cancel a factor of 3 if it is possible. So 3 2s are, and here 3 3s are 9. Then here 3 1s are 3 and then 5. So 315 upon 2 we are getting from here. 315 upon 2 is given in one of the option. That is the final answer for this problem. So guys, are you all able to understand that how to attempt these type of the questions from the topic, sequence and series? A series is given to you, bache. You have to observe the series, create the nth term, and once you have created the nth term, then apply the summation to it. Summation of the nth term will give you the Sn value. Is it clear to everyone in the class? All right. Now we are moving ahead for the next problem. They have said that they have to apply the integration from -1 to +1 to this term. They have to apply the integration from -1 to this +1 to this term. And they're asking that what will be the answer to this question. So do you know, my dear students, if I take x cube, and then bache, over here I take x square, then I take 2 mod x, and then I take +1, -1 to +1. And bache, I am breaking into 2 parts, -1 to +1, here I am writing mod x +1, and then over here I am writing x square, then 2 mod x, and then +1. Is it clear to you? Are you able to understand this? All right. So beta, over here you are observing that this particular function, if you replace x with -x, see what will happen. If you replace x with minus x, so this is an odd function. Can you see that? This is a odd function. So minus 1 to plus 1. If you integrate this function, you will have the result 0 because of the odd function. Is it clear to you? Now the remaining part, bache. In the remaining part, here, bache, you can actually split into two parts if you want. How will I be able to split? I will write here, I can write mod x over this x square plus 2x plus 1, or I can break it into two parts. How will I be able to break it into two parts? See, minus 1 to 0 I will go, and then I will go 0 to 1. In between minus 1 to 0, so x value is negative, so mod x will be written as minus x plus 1. And here also minus 2x and then plus 1. Over here, if you integrate from 0 to 1, see what will happen. If you integrate from 0 to 1, then mod x will be written as x. And then here it will be x square plus 2x plus 1, and then it will be dx. Is it clear to you? Now, bache, here you see it is x square a square minus 2ab plus b square. You can see here it is 1 minus x. So in the numerator it is 1 minus x. In the denominator it is 1 minus x whole square. 1 minus x whole square. Can you see that? Alright. And the integration is from minus 1 to 0. Here also you can see x plus 1. And bache, over here you can see x plus 1 whole square. And then bache, here it will be 0 to 1. Is it clear to everyone? Are you all able to understand this? You're not speaking anything in the chat section. Please reply. If you're able to understand, say yes. If you're not able to understand, then ask your question. But just put some reply so that I may be able to know that you people are all listening to me. Alright. Now here 1 minus x gets cancelled with 1 minus x. X plus 1 gets cancelled with x plus 1. So we are left with minus 1 to 0. We are left with minus 1 to 0. Integration of dx over 1 minus x. And then plus 1, 0 to 1, integration of dx over x plus 1. So here you have log x plus 1 and then 0 to 1, and here you have log 1 minus x and then it is minus 1 to 0. First of all, you will substitute the value of x as 0. So you will have log 1 which is 0 only. And then you will substitute the value of x as minus 1. So you will have the value log 2. Again, you will substitute the value of x as 1. And then you will substitute the value of x as 0. So here log 1 is 0, here log 1 is 0. And we are able to generate the result from here. That is, I forgot to divide minus 1 over here. Sorry. So these two numbers have to be divided by minus 1. Alright, I forgot to divide because see 1 minus x is given, no? So 1 upon 1 minus x is log 1 minus x divided by minus 1. Because the coefficient of x has to be divided here. So you will be able to see here that we are getting log 2 and then plus log 2 which is 2 log 2. So in this way we will be able to generate the answer. Are you all able to understand that how we did this problem? Is it clear to everyone in the class? If you are able to understand this, then we are moving ahead for the next problem. Next problem is they have given a limit question. They said that if limit extending towards 2, this function is equals to 5. For some R and P belongs to the set of real number, if the set of all possible values of Q is not given here. R and P are given, Q is not given here. So, now my dear students, if the set of all possible values of Q such that the roots of this equation Rx square Px plus Q lies in the interval 0 to 2, be in the interval alpha to beta, then 4 times alpha plus beta is equals to what? So, they want you to solve this limit, make it equal to 5, get the value of R and P. So, by simplifying this limit, you have to find R and P. And then they want that this Q value have to be determined from this quadratic because they said that the roots of this quadratic lie in the interval between 0 to 2. And then you have to find alpha and beta from here and then 4 times alpha plus beta. So this is a good question, guys, involving the concept of the limits as well as the quadratic equation both clubbed together. Now let's talk about this question. But do you know that tan theta upon theta? So here, my dear students, tan theta upon theta will be equals to 1, and here Rx square, then P minus 2 times X, then minus 2P you have, bache, and then whole divided by x minus 2. Here बच्चे limit of x is tending towards 2 given to you. बच्चे over here you will observe that this particular portion tan theta upon theta will be 1. And बच्चे here if I substitute 2, so the denominator is getting 0, no? See, if x is tending towards 2, if x is tending towards 2, then denominator is tending towards 0. So at the same time numerator should also tend towards 0, because then only it will be defined equal to a finite value. Otherwise, let's say if the numerator is non-zero and denominator is 0, then how the definite answer will be there, how a finite answer will be there? That is why, my dear students, at x tending towards 2, if denominator is tending towards 0, so the numerator should tend towards 0. So that is why I will write here, if I substitute 2 here, it will become 4r. Here if I substitute 2, so it will be p minus 2 times 2. And here bache minus 2p, which is equals to 0. Let's simplify this. 4r plus 2p minus 4 minus 2p, which is equals to 0. 2p gets cancelled. R value is 1. Now bache, if you get the value of r as 1, so we have to rewrite this limit of x tending towards 2. And then here r value is 1, x square. Then p minus 2 into x, then minus 2p whole divided by x minus 2. This result is 5. Now, bache, we can now apply the L'Hopital rule, because if you replace x with 2 here, you will be able to see we are able to get here 0 by 0 form. Now apply the L'Hopital, differentiate with respect to x, so 2x, then it will be p minus 2 and the differentiation of constant will be 0. And here if you differentiate with respect to x, so you'll have 1. And now keep the value of x as 2. You keep the value of x as 2. So in this way you will be able to get the answer as 5. So over here 2 into 2, 4 you will have. 4 minus 2 if you do, so you'll have 2. So 2 plus p will be equals to 5. And the value of p that we are obtaining from here is 3. Once we have p value and r value, bache, they have said that this quadratic rx square, so we have x square minus px minus 3x plus q we don't have. They have said that the all possible values of q such that the roots of this equation lie in the interval 0 to 2. So let's say here bache you have 0, here bache you have 2. Either, see, the coefficient of x square is 1, so concavity upwards. So either the roots will be of this type or the roots will be of this type. So the first thing that I have to do is d greater than or equals to 0. So I will have b square minus 4 into a into c should be greater than or equals to 0. So from here bache 9 should be greater than or equals to 4q. Q value has to be less than 9 upon 4. This is first relationship. Second relationship that I can have from here is that if you substitute f of 0, you will have positive number. If you substitute 0 here, so q value you will obtain which is greater than 0. And similarly, if you substitute, my dear students, f of 2, you will have positive value. So I am writing here f of 2 bache. Let's say if I am substituting 2, so 4, then minus 6 plus q greater than 0 we are having. So f of 2 should be greater than 0. That I have done here. I will be able to write here minus 2 plus q greater than 0, q greater than 2. See bache, if you do the intersection of first, second, third, so you will be able to see that q is greater than 2 but q is less than or equals to 9 by 4. Q is greater than 2, q is less than or equals to 9 by 4. Are you able to understand? So the value of alpha is 2, value of beta is 9 by 4 and there is a plus sign in between. So 4 2s are 8, 4 into 9 by 4 is 9. So that is how you will get the answer as 17. So they have given the 17 as one of the options. So that is why this answer will be correct. Is everyone able to understand how we are doing these questions? Guys, are you all able to understand or not? Is that clear to you? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you are able to understand, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I want you to just reply. If you won't reply, then how will I be able to know that you are listening to me or not? Please reply. All right. Next is area of the region. Bache, here you will observe that two types of the curves are given to you. One is y is greater than or equals to x square minus 8x. And the other type of the curve that has been given to you, that is y is less than or equals to negative x. So, bache, one of the curve, if you see, that is a quadratic curve. Another curve you will see that is a straight line. And they're asking you to get the area between it. See, there are two methods to get the answer. I'll discuss both the methods. Whichever method you find that this method is easier for you, you can opt for that method. So, bache, here you have x square, then you have minus 8x. Then you have here 4 square. So add the value 4 square to this side also and that side also. You will observe that this is x minus 4 whole square. Alright. And here bache it is y plus 16. So this parabola will have the vertex at the point 4 comma minus 16. Is it clear to you? Now 4 comma minus 16 is present here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and minus 16 let's say here. So this is the vertex of the parabola, and then they have said that x square is equals to y, x square is equals to y. So over here the parabola will be facing towards the y-axis, and bache you will observe that they have written let's say the point of intersection with x-axis if I have to get. So one is if I substitute y value 0, one is x value 8, other is x value 0. So this graph will itself pass through origin. Y is equals to, this graph will itself pass through origin, and here is the point 8 comma 0. These are the x-intercepts of this parabola. Are you able to understand this? Next one is y is equals to negative x. So y is equals to negative x. This is 4 comma negative 16. Okay, so 4 comma minus 4 is somewhere here. The graph will pass through here. Alright, so you will observe that y is equals to negative x is the equation of line, because if you substitute x value 4, y value will be minus 4. Is it clear to you? Are you able to understand how we have drawn two curves? Now see here, bache, they have written y less than or equals to minus x. That means let's say one of the coordinate 8 comma 0 if you substitute, let's say you are writing 8 here and you are writing 0 here. Is it a true statement that 0 is less than negative 8? No. This is a false statement. So the line will be actually shaded towards other side of 8 comma 0. And for the parabola, let's say one of the point here inside the parabola is 4 comma 0. So if you substitute, let's say 4 comma 0 or you substitute 1 comma 0 in the parabolic equation, let's say I'm substituting 1 comma 0. So instead of x I'm writing 1 and instead of y I'm writing 0. So 0 is greater than minus 7. This is a true statement, bache. That is why the parabola will be shaded towards the inner region. Now this common part you have to determine. Are you able to understand which common part are they expecting from you? So you can do one thing. You can find here the point of intersection between the line and the parabola. So you can keep the value of y as x over here. And then you will observe that x square minus 8x is equals to x. So x square will be equals to 9x. One is x value 0, we already know. Other is x value 9. So this is the 9 comma 0 that you got the coordinate. So you can do one thing for finding the required area. You can write here 0 to 9. Upper curve minus lower curve. Upper curve is minus x. And then minus lower curve. Lower curve is x square minus 8x. Are you able to understand? And then you have to integrate. Upper curve minus lower curve. Thus you will be integrating and you will be able to get the answer very easily from here. Are you all able to understand how we did this problem? Upper curve minus lower curve. Y of upper curve minus y of lower curve. And then 1 to 9 you will be able to, 0 to 9 you will be able to integrate. This is one such method for determining the area. Another method also exists over here. Guys, can I teach you another method? See, another method will be also very easy. There is one shortcut for finding such areas. This is the area between the linear curve and a quadratic. One of the curve is given to you y is equals to minus x. And the another curve is given to you y is equals to x square minus 8x. my suggestion would be to subtract the first equation and the second equation. As you subtract them, x square minus 8x and minus of minus x. So x square minus 8x plus x. So x square minus 7x you will have from here. This is a quadratic that you have created, plus 0 also you can write equal to 0. Now you find the discriminant of this quadratic, that is b square minus 4 into a into c. C value is 0. So the delta value, that is the discriminant value, is 49. Bache, there is a direct formula, area bounded between the two curves, and you even don't have to draw the graph. You even don't have to find the point of intersection. So that will be delta raised to the power 3 by 2, 49 raised to the power 3 by 2 over 6a square. So it will be 49 raised to the power half is 7. 7 cube. Bache, it will be 343 over 6. 343 over 6 is directly given as the answer. See here in this particular question, if I apply the shortcut, I don't even have to draw the graph. I don't even have to determine these points, and then I'll be able to get the answer to this problem. Are you able to understand both the methods of doing the question? Give me a thumbs up if you understood that. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Now let's go ahead for the next problem. All right. So we have the crash course, which is really very important, guys. If you have got a good percentile, let's say more than 99 percentile in the JEE Mains, definitely this crash course will help you a lot, and with a very nominal fee, let's say in rupees 100 or even free if it is more than 99. However, if it is more than 95 percentile, a huge amount of scholarship will be provided to you. Please join this 30 days crash course. Definitely you will be able to boost your score in the JEE Advanced, and you can aim for a good IIT after taking this enrollment into this course. So thank you so much. Now we have with us Aniruddha sir. He'll be having a discussion with you related to the physics question. So
Thank you, sir. Hello, students. Welcome. In the chat, how many of you gave the exam today? How many of you gave this shift, students? Let me see. Anyone here waiting for the questions? And how do you think the physics section was? What was the physics section like? Did you feel it was difficult? Because today morning session physics, I will say of all the shifts, the physics part was out of all the shifts have not been too difficult. But I'll say today morning one was moderate level because it was a little time consuming. Calculations were a little heavy. Yashwant gave today. What did you feel about the paper today, Yashwant? The questions? So again, we have not got all the questions. We are still getting it. We have a huge team that's collecting right now the questions. And right now, based on the questions I don't think it's a very difficult paper. It's on par with the previous shifts. Again, like I said, today morning shift I'll say was the trickier one among all of these. But rest, yes, it has been easy. 45 minutes mein 25 kar diya. Yeah, it's very formula centric. It is very, very formula centric this time. Chalo, let's see still what the questions are. First question say the percentage error in the calculated volume of a sphere if the error in the diameter measurement is 2%. Easy stuff. In 35 minutes, all 25 you have done. Van de Graaff generator se aaya tha. Did a question come on Van de Graaff generator? Students? Did a question come on Van de Graaff generator? We know it's 4 by 3 pi into d by 2 whole cube, right? It's given in terms of diameter. Okay. So at that point, I know the percentage change in the volume, the percentage error in the volume. Because the diameter is raised to a power 3, it is 3 times the percentage change in the diameter. That's it. So it is 3 into 2%. 3 into 2%, that's just 6%. Simple. You did not come, Van de Graaff? Come on. Sonali, from where are you taking that? Did you give the exam today, Sonali? Like, did you have that in your paper, or are you seeing some? Because again, remember the questions you see here, we are vetting it from multiple students. We are Sri Chaitanya, so we have thousands of students appearing for the exam, and we get data from so many places. So many of your competitors, your fellow aspirants, they are the ones who provide these questions to help you. So do make sure that you like this video for them, And we don't just get whatever we have and we go ahead. We verify all the questions from multiple sources, then we go to it. Paper was easy, yes, it's very easy, this overall. Aloysius said today morning is the only one I felt is time consuming. Rest, it's very easy. Acha, 2 mole of an ideal monoatomic gas at a temperature T is mixed with 6 moles of another ideal monoatomic gas at a temperature of 2T. Then the temperature of the mixture is. I had done this very question in class. This very question I had done in class. Right? So over here, tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Let's see. And see how easy they have made it. They could have made it monoatomic and diatomic, where you have to at least find the equivalent CV. Here, both are monoatomic. So you know the equivalent gas also has the same CV as a monoatomic, which is just 3R/2, right? So over here, we know that initially the energy is N1 CV1 T1 plus N2 CV2 T2. That is equal to, when it's combined in a mixture, that's just N1 plus N2, sorry. That is just right? That's it. Yes, students, tell me the answer. Tell me the answer here. What did you mark? 4th D. टाइम पीरियड पूछा था, डिस्क का एक्सेस पर मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया देकर, ऐसा है क्या? ठीक है, ठीक है, अभी तक हम लोग को वो क्वेश्चन मिला नहीं है. As we get it, we will bring it here. So over here, because it's monoatomic, this is also monoatomic, then mixture will also be monoatomic. You can cancel all the CVs out, they will be the same. So N1 T1, 2 moles at a temperature T, so 2T, plus N2 T2, 6 moles at a temperature 2T. That is equal to N1 plus N2, number of moles 2 plus 6, that's an 8 moles into T. I should actually make it T naught, let's call it T naught, the equivalent one. So T naught then 2T plus 12T, 14T by 8, 7 by 4, yes, yes, good, good. Easy, right? Was chemistry and maths also easy? Like physics was too easy. Physics I can see so far, it's easy. Was chemistry and maths also easy? Chemistry and maths, was it also easy? Because if chemistry maths is also easy, there is a chance that the cutoff will go higher. Obviously, as we get more data in students, we will assimilate, we'll have a prediction. So after 8th, once 8th is done, I'll say at the end of this week, or probably as soon as JEE Mains ends, we will be having a detailed analysis of what the expected cutoff would be for the 99 percentile, expected advanced cutoff, all of those things. That will come, since last exam we have on Thursday, probably Friday or Saturday we'll bring it. So please stay subscribed to the Sri Chaitanya Academy JEE channel to get all of that. Maths was lengthy, yeah, that's the general. That's like regular news, maths is lengthy. But we'll have a detailed analysis very soon. So please stay subscribed to the Sri Chaitanya Academy JEE channel, and we will bring that analysis for you very soon. Chemistry moderate, math lengthy. Physics is just too easy. What we call as Lulu question. Acha, body of mass 1 kg moves along a straight line, velocity v is equal to 2x square. Work done by the body during the displacement from x equal to 0 to 5 meters is how much? Right? Now, you could either go, one method that some students might approach is they can try to go to the acceleration. Acceleration would be v dv dx, get to acceleration. From there, with the mass, you get the force. Then you do f dot dx. That is one method. That is one method to do it. But I will say the easier method to do this is to just study the change in kinetic energy, because work done is the change in kinetic energy. Right? So what is the change in kinetic energy? I know at x equal to 0, v was equal to 0. And I know at x equal to 5, v is equal to 2 into 25, that is 50. So the work done is just the change in kinetic energy. Half m, this 50 square minus 0 square, that's a 2500 mass is 1 kg divided by 2. That would just be 1250. How many of you did by this method? How many of you did work this, and how many of you went by acceleration then FDX? Tell me in the chat. Like, even if right now, maybe you have not given today's exam, you're still trying it out now. Did you go FDX or did you go change in kinetic energy? This is the easier, quicker method. Unnecessarily, that's not. You went by that acceleration method. Don't have to. You have work energy theorem right here. Okay? Chalo, we'll move to our next question now. This says angle of minimum deviation is equal to half the angle of a prism in an equilateral prism. Then the refractive index of the prism is going to be what? So over here, equilateral prism. So the angle of prism is 60 degree. And the minimum deviation is half of the angle of prism. So you know delta M is 30 degree. That's it. We know the formula for the refractive index is sine of A plus delta M by 2 divided by sine of A by 2. Plug them in. A plus delta M 60 plus 30 whole divided by 2 divided by sine of 60 by 2 sine of 30. Right? This is 90, this is 45, so sine 45 divided by sine 30. Sine 45 is a 1 by root 2. Sine 30 is a 2. Cancel, put a root 2 in here. The answer is option A. Yes, yes, not D, not D. It's option A. Check, Sushant. Okay, yeah, most students went by the acceleration method. हाँ, वर्क डन बाय द बॉडी पूछा है यार. वर्क डन बाय वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम क्या बताता है? बताता है कि वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू द चेंज इन किनेटिक एनर्जी. तो मेहनत करके वर्क डन, एक्सेलेरेशन निकालो, उससे फोर्स निकालो, फिर इंटीग्रेशन करो. क्यों? वर्क डन चेंज इन किनेटिक एनर्जी जो सीधा सीधा दिख रहा है वेलोसिटी 2 पॉइंट के बेसिस पे. एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड राइट दिस मेथड? एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड दिस मेथड? ये मच इजियर मेथड. Why do you want to work hard? By the way, students, please fill up the Google form that would be coming up. It might also be coming here. This is for the Success Booster course. That's for next year. But this year, if you're preparing for advanced, you might have been preparing for advanced before through any coaching. Okay? Through any coaching, but not all coachings have the infrastructure to run an advanced batch. We here at Sri Chaitanya have been teaching for advanced. We have been getting results in advanced throughout. And we are for the first time offering a crash course, a 1-month crash course to all of those students who have the potential to get into an IIT, but maybe without proper guidance, they cannot get through. So please, the Google form link is down in the description. Fill that up. Based on your percentile, you'll probably get a 100% discount on the course. We just want to help you get into your dream IITs. The fee for, even if you have qualified for advanced from your mains percentile or in the coming days, all of those things, even if you've just qualified for advanced, the fees is extremely low. But if you have gone past 99, 99.23, you'll get 100% off discount over there. So please fill up that Google form. We will get in touch with you. Okay. एक्सटर्नल फोर्स के लिए एट द एंड ऑफ द डे ये स्पीड जो चेंज हो रहा है कहां से आ रहा है? कोई तो फोर्स लगा रहा होगा ना, कोई तो फोर्स लगा रहा होगा. वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम एक्सटर्नल फोर्स के लिए नहीं होता. वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम इज फॉर द टोटल वर्क डन ऑन द सिस्टम. इट्स नॉट जस्ट फॉर द एक्सटर्नल फोर्स. इवन इंटरनल फोर्स कम इनटू दिस W. और वही इंटरनल फोर्स को व्हेन यू सेंड इट ओवर टू द अदर साइड, दैट इज व्हाट बिकम्स द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट वर्क डन बाय एक्सटर्नल फोर्स, that is technically potential plus kinetic. If you're just talking about work done by the external force, that's potential plus kinetic. Total work done is equal to total change in kinetic. 170 to 200 आ सकता है, 99 percentile बन सकता है. I feel so. I feel आ जाना चाहिए. 170 to 200. By the way, students, tell me in the chat, you might have given the exam today or in the previous days. How much are you expecting? How much are you expecting? And then tell me what your shift is. What your shift, which day, which shift it was. We'll obviously bring a detail like rank versus marks versus rank, marks versus percentile. We'll bring a detailed session on that. But we'll get a rough idea things, how everyone has done. Acha, electric potential as a function of x comma y is given by V is equal to 5x square minus y square V. The electric field at a point 2 comma 3 is how much, right? So I know electric field, the x component is minus del V del x. How much would be that? That would be minus of 5x square, that's a minus of 10x. And your electric field in the y, that's minus del V del y. That is already a negative is there, so it becomes positive, plus that's a 10y. So my electric field, pardon me, that's a root over of Ex square plus Ey square, root over of, over here if I square it, 10x whole square plus 10y whole square. Over here, pull the 10 out. I have a root over of x square plus y square. So x square plus y square is 2 square is 4. 3 square is a 9. Goes with a 10. Oh, sir. Unnecessarily extra work I did. Unnecessary extra work. Should look at the options. Always students, if you have not given the exam, always look at the options first. I tell that to my students and I did not follow it this time. Chalo, the options are given in vector form, so we are already sorted. That's at 2 comma 3, that's a minus 20 and this is a plus 30. So minus 20 plus 30 J cab, it's option B. 8 shift 2, 8 shift 2. At 81, Arjun, it would be quite low. I don't think you will qualify advanced at 81. If you do not have a quota, SC quota or ST quota, at 81, I don't see you qualifying for advanced. Chalo, we'll move on. Next question, we'll move on to the next one. This says a current of 30 ampere, each flows in opposite directions in two conducting wires placed parallel to each other at a distance of 8 centimeter. The magnetic field at the midpoint between the two wires is. Oh, 81 in physics. Okay. 81 in physics in this paper, Arjun? Did you give today? Sorry, my bad. I thought you said 81 total. 81 in physics is very good. 81 in physics, I will say 99. This paper, I say almost 99. I think you will hit 99. Though I feel because the paper is so easy, something like 85 will go. Like 85, I feel it will go. I feel it might go to 85, 99 because this paper so far, though, I think I have 15 questions now. Like pretty direct. I don't see a lot of questions where people, most mistakes can be in silly mistakes. But I think you'll hit 99. Acha, 30 ampere is flowing in opposite directions. Great. 30 amperes. This way 30 amperes. You want the field right in the middle. The distance between each other is 8 centimeters. So from each of them, this distance is 4 centimeters. Now you know both of them create their fields in the same direction, which is into the page. Into the page over here, but anyway, this is like into the page, out of the page. But at the end of the day, they both point their field in the same direction. So the net magnetic field, I can directly do 2 times of mu naught by 2 pi r, mu naught I divided by 2 pi r. So 2 into mu naught is 4 pi times 10 to the power minus 7 times the current is 30 divided by 2 pi. The distance is 4 centimeters, so 4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Take Get rid of this 2. 2 cancels with the 4. I have 30 into 10 to the power minus 5. I have to give in. Okay. So I have to make it 300 into 10 to the power minus 6. Option B. I wanted it micro Tesla. So the answer is 300. Previous question had a minus sign. Where did it have a minus sign? You're saying this had a minus sign before over here. This was a minus sign over here. If there was a minus sign there, the only difference would be it will go to this one, C. That's it. If there was no minus sign, because here I've already taken with minus dV dx. So if there was a minus sign completely before this, it would go to C, else it would be option B. And then it would be C. I mean, this is the question I have got, so I'm giving according to that. But if there's a minus, I'm telling you the option would be C. Could be correct, could be incorrect. That's why I'm giving you both possibilities. Okay? Let's move to the next one. This says the energy released if hydrogen atoms are combined to form helium-4. So I think there are 2 hydrogen atoms. I think two H1 atoms are combining. 2 H1 atoms are combining to give helium. Binding energy per nucleon of hydrogen and helium are 1.1 and this. Okay, so I know the total binding energy of the hydrogen atoms is 2 times of each of them have 2. So total of 4 nucleons are available to the hydrogen, and each has, remember, this is binding energy per nucleon, so that's 1.1. How much does that go to? That goes to a 4.4. The binding energy of the helium, don't put 7.2, please don't. If you do 7.2 minus 4.4, you'll make a mistake. This is where I feel I had done, I think this exact or just with change values, I had done this question in my paper predictor series. That please be careful, it's not 7.2 minus 4.4, it is 7.2 per nucleon. Helium has 4 nucleons. So the total binding energy of helium is 4 times 7.2. That's a 28.8, right? Four into 7 is 28, and that 28.8. So from there you subtract to get the energy released. So 28.8 minus 4.4 is 24.4. It's option C. Is this correct? This did you do right? Tell me in the chat. Because this is, I feel, a question in which there is a high possibility of silly mistake. Because you already see this coming less than 7.2. The instinct is to do 7.2 minus 4.4. Did you do this correct? In the chat, tell me. Did you get this correct? Anyone? This is like, this is the kind of question I feel scared of for students. Like easy question, but high possibility of silly mistake. Acha, next one. We'll move to the next one. Tell me in the chat, by the way, if anyone got it wrong. Did you get it right? Previous one. This one in the meantime says that there are 2 identical bodies, A and B, equal masses, have their velocities. V1 is 4i cap, V2 is equal to 4j cap, right? The body has an acceleration, body A has this acceleration, whereas the acceleration of body B is 0. They are asking how does the center of mass move, right? Now over here, please note, you should not even have to solve this question. Why? Because think about what is the velocity of the center of mass. They have equal masses. Let's assume it's m. Let's assume it is m. So the speed of the center of mass is m1 v1 vector divided by m1 plus m2, right? This is sort of like the initial speed, which if you put it here, m and m, everything, you will get it as 2i cap plus 2j cap. ठीक? You'll get the velocity as 2i cap plus 2j cap. Yes, that's why I said there's a high possibility over here. Here, technically, you should not even have to calculate. If you can get the logic right, I'm just showing you just to prove. But you can do it mentally. The acceleration of the center of mass is m1 a1 vector plus m2 a2 vector divided by m1 plus m2. a2 is 0, so you have m divided by 2m, so it will just be half of this 3i cap plus 3j cap. Now look, velocity and acceleration are directed in the same direction. So you know if it was already moving in that, it's moving by this, it's moving at 45 degree. You also give the acceleration at the same 45 degree. What will happen? It will continue to move in straight line at that same 45 degree. Here I calculated and showed. Technically, by looking at it, you could tell that it will move in a straight line. How many of you solved full? I mean, I'd say to be on the safe side, you can solve. To be on the safe side, you can solve. But with logic, if you have done enough practice, you would get it. This is the kind of logic that I'm telling you need to develop for advanced students. Over here on this channel, I'll be bringing a few advanced sessions, obviously, to help you all out. But I'll still recommend all of you, please fill up the Google form. Because we have this advanced batch starting, there's limited seats. That's why we'll also have a few of the sessions here on YouTube, like maybe once a week. The regular batch is like everyday classes, all 3 physics, chemistry, maths with extra assignments. And you could get it completely for free based on your percentile. So please fill up the Google form. And even if you've just qualified for advanced, the fees is extremely low. There's limited seats. We'll keep running this campaign for maybe till the end of this second attempt. But please fill up the form if you haven't filled it up yet. It won't go parabola, it's a straight line. Look at the velocity and acceleration directions. They're in the same line. Acha, this one says there's a square loop side 2 cm in a time varying magnetic field with magnitude as B is equal to 0.4 sine of 300t Tesla. The normal to the plane of the loops makes an angle of 60 degree with the field. The maximum induced EMF produced in the loop. This I feel some students might have got stuck in. Anyone got confused in this? Anyone got confused with this 60 degree? Anyone got confused with this 60 degree? Over here, I do not have. Sir, एक paper है क्या? ये board या कुछ एक paper type देना. I just want to show you what is actually happening here. Just want to show you what is actually happening here. Just a moment. If I have a paper, I'll show it to you. Normally, we always think that it's like we have the regular loop and the regular loop is spinning, right? So we do just the formula for us. The EMF is NBA omega. Sorry. Take it, sir. Okay. NBA omega and then sine omega t, right? Now many students might think this is 60 degree and technically you would just get it right out of coincidence. But the concept is not that this is turning and making an angle 60 degree at one point. So think about this is like the plane of the loop, right? This is the plane of the loop. You have the magnetic field. It's not like it's turning like this and at any moment it's 60 degree, you do NBA omega sine of 60. No. The sine omega t is out there. You have it separate. If you do sine 60, you will get it wrong. What they are telling you is, let's say that the magnetic field is directed in this direction. The loop is not turning like this. The loop's area at any moment is not perpendicular to the field. The loop is tilted like this. It is tilted like this and then it is turning. Then it is turning. It's tilted and then it is turning. Which means the flux trick with this, ignore the sine omega t. The sine omega t is controlling this turn. But the fact is, for the field that's coming in, the area component it sees, that is A cos of theta, not sine of theta. So over here, if I talk about max, that is NBA omega cos of theta, that theta is 60 degree here. That theta is 60 degree. So you can put the values in now. B omega, n also you can keep if there's no number of turns here. What happened? There's no number of turns here. N B A omega this. So number of turns is just 1. I don't care about that. The magnetic field is, the peak value is 0.4. Area is, this is 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 because I have that square, that's a square loop. Omega is 300. And cos of 60 is a half. So I can take this out with one of them, 2. So that's a 8 into 3, that will go to somewhere around 24. You have the rest of the things you put, you will get option A. Did you get it? I feel many students would have done sine of theta and got it wrong. They might think this omega t is what becomes this. Is the visualization clear? It's not turning like this. The sine omega t part controls this angle, how much it has turned. Here it's tilted at 60 degree. Technically it's tilted at 30 degree. The normal makes 60 degree. And here it turns like this to this magnetic field. Okay? Chalo, we'll move to our next question. Match the following, simple stuff. Boltzmann constant. See, the easiest way I'll tell you what to do. Stephen's constant, I know for sure goes with this. Why? Because in the Stephen's constant formula, there is a temperature to the power 4. That is the only place temperature comes in the equation. Temperature is represented with Kelvin. The one with to the power 4 has to be in Stephen's law. Okay? Next thing. Only other place you see temperature being associated with a constant is Boltzmann constant. Because energy is equal to 3 by 2 kT. Done? Those two are set. Usually if you match two, one of the options will match. But just for the sake of it, if you want to go through it, you can put that gravitational constant would be 1. Planck's constant would be this. I'm not solving this. We have done it a bunch of times, students. You'll be able to get it. Okay? Chalo, we'll go to the next one. It says in an adiabatic process, P0, V0 are the initial pressure and volume. Cp by Cv, so gamma is 1.5. Final pressure is this. What is the value of the final volume? So I know P0, V0 to the power this 1.5 is 3 by 2. That is equal to the new pressure. New pressure is 27 by 8 P0 into V to the power 3 by 2. Take the P0s out. Send it over to the other side. 8 by 27, that is V over V0 to the power 3 by 2, or V over V0 is 8 by 27 to the power 2 by 3, which will give you 4 by 9. I mean, there's nothing to do. The final volume would be 4 by 9 times of V0. Straightforward stuff. Okay, straightforward, easy question. Let's move to the next one. Next one, again easy. In fact, this is one of the questions that came, I think, on second shift 2, if I am not making a mistake. I think very similar question came. You have a basic Atwood machine, 6 kg here, 2 kg here. You let it go. So there's an acceleration, Atwood machine's acceleration. When you have the Atwood machine's acceleration, this accelerates down with an acceleration we know that is m2 minus m1 g over m1 plus m2. m2 minus m1 is 6 minus 2, that's a 4 on top, divided as 6 plus 2, 8 down below into g, that's a 10. Goes with the 2, goes with the 5. So the acceleration is 5 meters per second square. With that acceleration, it comes down. The question is saying that from a height of 5 meter above the ground, this is not 6, 5 meter above the ground, pulley is massless. What is the speed with which this 6 kg hits the ground? Okay? With which this 6 kg hits the ground. So what can I do over here? I can just put that V is equal to root over of 2as kinematics. 2 into acceleration is 5, distance is 5. So that's a 5 root 2. 5 root 2 is 7.07. 5 into 1.04. You used work energy theorem here. I mean, with work energy theorem, the problem you will have, you might get a certain problem here because you can't do conservation of energy because there is a certain amount of work done. Possibly the center of mass is changing, position is changing, right? You can go through this change in potential energy equal to sum of kinetic energy. You can sort of go with that, could work with that. It could work with that. Could work with that. I don't think it will be that much of a problem. It could work. Was it 6 meters height or was it 5 meters? If it's 6 meter, put over here 5 into 6, 13 to 2, root 60. Root 60 would go to something around 7 point something. This is going how much? 50. So root 60 would be, I think, 7.2. Check with root 60. This is root 50. That's 7.07. Okay. We have a logic gate. It says over here, two inputs, A equal to 1, B equal to 1, and A equal to 0, B equal to 1. What is the output? Let's look at what we get here. Passes through a NOT gate becomes A bar. Here a B comes in. Passes through an OR gate, so A bar plus B. Over here, A bar and B pass through an AND gate, so A bar dot B. Both of them go through a NOR gate, meaning it's A bar plus B plus it's an OR operation, A bar dot B whole bar. This is what I get. So I can expand it out. If I expand it out, I get a bar plus B whole bar dot A bar dot B whole bar. De Morgan's. Then I can apply De Morgan individually on these. So A bar dot B bar dot with this A bar plus B bar. This becomes A dot B bar into A plus B bar. If you open it up, it becomes AB bar plus AB bar, because this multiplied with that. So it is just AB bar. That is the final relation. So if I go with AB bar, if I give input 1, B bar is 0. It's an AND, so I will get 0. So these two are out. These two are out. Could be B or C. Now next case, I give A is equal to 0. So I already know it will be 0. Option C. I don't even need to check. I know if at least one of them is 0, it's an AND operation here. Okay. Chalo, we have a few more. We have a bunch of questions. We have a few more. This says as a concave mirror, focal length 10 centimeter forms an image which is double the size of an object when the object is placed at two different positions. The distance between the two positions of the object is how much? This is very similar to a January PYQ. Very, very similar to a January PYQ. See, a concave mirror can give the same magnification, right? Double the size of an image, it can give. One is when it is creating a real image, one is when it is creating a virtual image, right? Let's say for real image, for real image, let's say the object distance is r, UR, and the image distance is VR, and I'm dealing only with magnitudes. I know VR by UR is equal to 2. V by U, you have minus V by U, I'm just dealing with the magnitudes. So I know from a magnitude point of view, VR is equal to 2UR. Now I can go ahead to applying this equation. I can go ahead to applying this equation. I have, one second. Take it. I have 1 by VR, right? Now I know if it is a real image setup, this I'm doing for a real image, so the image and the object are on the same side. In that case, both will come with a negative sign. 1 by VR minus 1 by UR, that is minus 1 by 10. Why minus 1 by 10? Because it's a concave mirror. I told you its formula is 1 by V plus 1 by U. But here we took these as magnitude. I had said this in January session. You work with magnitude. Okay. So over here, I can get rid of all of this. VR is 2UR. So I have 1 by 2UR plus 1 by UR is 3 by 2UR. That is 1 by 10. So UR then is equal to 5 by 3. In terms of magnitude, it is 5 by 3. Okay? I know 5 by 3 in front of the mirror. Next we do for virtual. For virtual, I keep it as VV and UV. I know same thing, VV by UV. In terms of magnitude, it's still 2. So VV is equal to 2 UV. The difference is that here the image is formed to the right side of the mirror. So it would be positive. So in this equation, I will have plus 1 by VV, but the object distance will still stay negative. That is equal to minus 1 by 10. What will we get? I will get 1 by 2U UV minus 1 by UV. So 1 by 10. We get minus 1 by 2 UV. That's a minus 1 by 10. Negative goes. So your UV is 5 centimeter. So you see, both of them refer to the object being in front of the mirror. But one is in front of the mirror by 5 centimeter. Another is in front of the mirror by 5 by 3 centimeter. Okay? One second. Did I make a mistake, calculation mistake here? Did I make some calculation mistake here? How did I get a 5 by 3 here? I feel like I made... Oh, sorry. How did I get a 5 by 3? That's a 15. 3 into 5. Because, see how I know I made a mistake? Because if the focal length is 10 centimeter, a virtual image is formed if the object distance is less than 10 centimeter, which is fine here. But 5 by 3 is less than 10. It cannot create a real image. So I know I had made some mistake here. So it's 15 centimeter and this is at 5 centimeter. So the distance between the two positions is 10 centimeter. This is how you re-verify questions. It saves you a bunch of time in making, like you have to resolve again and again. Oh, sorry. This one says an electromagnetic wave is propagating through vacuum. K vector, E vector and omega represent the propagation vector. Propagation vector means 2 pi by lambda, electric field and angular frequency respectively. Magnetic field associated with the wave is how much? So we know magnetic field, if I were to talk about it, in terms of magnitude, that is E by divided by C, right? It's E by C. C is the speed of the wave. So you can write speed of the wave is omega by K. Now there's a little problem. By that, is it K cross E by omega or is it E cross K by omega? So over here, you have to visualize the three vectors. You see, there is the propagation constant, refers to the direction in which wave is going, right? You have E vector, suppose hypothetically, this is your E vector, this is your B vector, right? Or let's say E vector is here, B vector is here. Then E cross B, the propagation vector should point in this direction, right? E here, B here. So propagation vector is towards you. Now with these two, I want to get this direction. So how do I group? If I do E cross K, I get it in the opposite. So the only method is, this is K, I go K cross E, now it points towards B. So that is how I know it is option 2, K cross E divided by omega. Okay? Everyone clear with this? So once more students, I'll remind all of you, we have this advanced crash course coming up. It can be free for you based on your percentile. So please fill up the Google form, whatever your January percentile was, and we'll again repost it, but at that time it might already be a little too late because we have limited seats. So whatever it is now, post it, because at least our team will be in contact with you. Then if your April percentile comes out good, then based on that you'll get the discounts, you'll get all of those benefits. Okay? It contradicts with dimensions. Why would it contradict with dimensions? Because your magnetic field is E by C and speed of a wave is omega by K. We do it in waves itself. It should not go with, do not have a problem with dimensions. No, K doesn't have dimensions of length. K is 2 pi by lambda. K is 2 pi divided by a wavelength. Wavelength is the length term. It's technically inversely proportional. It's going inversely proportional. Omega has the dimensions of frequency. K is 2 pi by lambda. Below you will have wavelength into frequency. It will go with speed. Okay? So students, please fill up the Google form right now if you haven't. It's daily classes. It's for all those of you who have the potential to get into advanced, but possibly maybe you do not right now have the infrastructure or the opportunities to do that. Here at Sri Chaitanya, we have been producing JEE Advanced Rankers year after year, and you'll get access to all of those top faculties, that entire program, DPPs, everyday assignments, and you see we have classes every single day, all 3 subjects. So please fill up that Google form and we will get in touch with you. So I think after this we have maths. So I think Ranjit sir is here. Sir, please take over.
Thank you, sir. Hi. Thank you. Okay. Hi children. We have some 3-4 questions here, right, from different topics. First one is from matrices, right? So here we have a question. A is equals to given to you and B matrix they mentioned and B is equals to, here we have A power 99 minus I, then the value of B31 minus B21 by B32. Alright, so as I was given A matrix here, A is equals to, I have 1 0 0 3 1 0 and 9 3 1. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, like, I will try to write this into 2 matrices, right? So I will write I first, 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1, and the remaining elements I will write plus with that. Alright, so here the remaining elements are 0 0 0 and here 3 0 0 and here it is 9 3 and 0. Now we know that if I take this matrices as some unknown matrices, let us consider this as some n, which is 0 0 0 3 0 0 and 9 3 0. Now what I'm going to do is I will try to find out what is the value of n square, right? So n square will be what? Okay, again 0 0 0 3 0 0 9 3 0 and 0 0 0 3 0 0 9 3 0. If I am multiplying, n square of this is going to be, first it will be 0 0 and 0, and then 3 times of that, here also I am going to get 0 here, right, and this will be 0, the other one is also 0, and here I am going to get 9 into 0, 3 into 3 is 9 and 0, so 9 here, and the remaining elements are 0 0 0 and the last one is anyway 0. So I have n square matrices now, n I have, n square I have A is equals to I plus n. So let's write this one, A is equals to I plus n, and I'm asked to solve A power what? 99. So I'm going to apply the binomial theorem here, right? That is going to be I plus 99 into n, right? 99 C1, so 99 into n, and 99 C2 means what? 99 into 98 by 2 into n square, plus if I find n cube, now you know you have only one element here, so n cube will become 0. So when I write n cube, that will become a 0 matrix, 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, right? So all of them are going to be zeros. So the next one will be 0. I don't have to write anyway. Now, if I take that I to the left side, A99 minus I, which is actually equals to B, now is equals to 99 into N. N is the matrix which I have there. So this is 0, 0 and 0. And we have here what, 99 into N. So 99 into 3 and 0, 0. And then we have 99 into 9. And this is 99 into 3 and 0. Plus, okay, I have here n square into this term. This gets cancelled with 49. So anyway, most of the terms are 0, so don't worry about it. 99 into 99 into 49 I have 0 and 0. This is what I have. Now, this is the B matrices which I am getting. What are they asking us? B31 minus B21 by B32. So B31, the required answer here. So to get to B31, I need to add these two values. So that will be 99 into 9 plus 99 into 9 into 49. I'll simplify this later. And B21, this is going to be 99 into 3. And if you observe this, the B32 is also 99 into 3. So children, you can observe this, 99 into 9, 99 into 9, if I take common, here 1 and here 49, that will become 50. So 99 into 9 into 50 minus 99 into 3 divided by 99 into 3. So if I cancel this now, 99 into 3, this will go and here it will be 3, this will be 1. So 3 into 150 is going to be 150 minus 1, which is going to be equals to 149. Alright, so I do agree that there is a lot of simplification here, and if you get this idea of writing it as I plus some other new matrix, you will get the answer easily. Alright, I hope this is clear. Fine, so let's see the next one. This is tricky here. If you get this idea, you will get the answer. Chalo, iske baad we have z square plus root 6 I z minus 3 equals to 0. So z is equals to whatever you are going to get, how many ever the equations you are getting, or how many ever the complex numbers you are going to get. Here we are going to get two complex numbers, power 8 of that we are asked to solve. So here, let's say I have a quadratic equation, so I will have alpha and beta are the roots of that. So the question which is asked from me is alpha power 8 plus beta power 8. Okay, now first of all, let us write what is alpha power 8, alpha beta we will try to find. So z is equals to, I have now minus root 6i and plus or minus under root of, we are going to have b square. So this is going to be minus 6 and minus into minus plus 12 divided by 2 I have, right? So this is now going to be, here root 6 will be there, here root 6 will be there, fine. So plus or minus root 6 I have and minus root 6i divided by 2. So this is going to give me, children, alpha and beta. So plus or minus root 6, if I take common, this is 1 minus I by 2. Now alpha and beta, both of them, root 6 1 minus I by 2 is alpha if I say, and beta is going to be root 6 times minus root 6 times of 1 minus I divided by 2. Now you will understand whether I am writing plus or minus, it doesn't matter because I am going to square it. So in first step only, when I am writing the square of it, the plus and minus are going to be become plus. So alpha square of this is going to be, here it will be 6, here I am going to have 1 plus I square minus 2i divided by 2. So these two are going to get cancelled, even this is going to get cancelled. Now alpha power 8 if I am writing, so one second, here I got alpha. Now when I am writing this, here it is 2 into 2. So 2 1s are 2 3s are. Now power 4, 81, 3 power 4 is going to be 81 and minus I power 4 will be 1. So alpha power 8 will be 81, and you can observe this, even if I am writing power beta, this will also become 81 here. So the first one is 81, second one is 81, and add both of them, you are going to get that is equals to 162. Alright, so all you need to do is like split it into two roots and then write power 8 of that, you will get your answer. Alright, easy one. Okay, next. we have here a bag contains 6 blue balls, 6 green balls, and pair of balls are drawn without replacement, right? Until the bag is empty, the probability that each drawn pair consists one blue and one green ball. So first of all, if I am dropping the first one, I am going to drop 2 balls, which is one blue and one black, sorry, one green, and the second one is also going to be blue and green, and then third one is also going to be blue and green. In that order, I have to drop this now, right? So if I have to drop, first is going to be 12C2 total, I mean the complete of that, and in that first I am going to drop one from blue, one from green. So 6C1 into 6C2 multiplied with the next one without replacement. So from 5 it is going to from 6 it is going to be 5. So 5C1, 6C1 here into 5C1 divided by 10C2, and then 4C1 into 4C1 divided by 8C2 and multiplied with 3C1 into 3C1 divided by 6C2, then 2C1 into 2C1 divided by 4C2, and if I am writing 1C1, it is going to be 1, and 2C2 is also going to be equals to 1. So if I simplify this, that will be your answer here, and only multiplication theorem is applied here, nothing more than that. So just try to simplify this. In the numerator it is 6 into 6, and here it is going to be 5 into 5, 4 into 4, and 3 into 3, and 2 into 2. That is in the numerator. And in the denominator, if you observe, 12C2 means what? 12 into 11 by 2. So here 1, 2 will be coming in the denominator, 2, 2, 2, 2. 5 times I am getting, so 2 power 5 I will write. And here this is going to be 12 into 11. And from here it is 10 into 9, and 8 into 7, 6 into 5, and 4 into 3. This is all I have. Now 12 means what? 12 I will cancel with 6 and 2. And then 5 and 2 is gone here, and you can observe cancelling the other 6 will be with 6 I can cancel with 6 here, 1 6 is already there. And what else do I have? Now 3 and 3 are there, this I can cancel it with 9, and 4 into 4 we have, or what else I have here, 8 into 4 I can cancel it with 2 power 5, and 5 do I have, so 5 and 5 is also there, that also I can cancel. Now in the numerator I am left with 4 into 4, that is going to be 16, and in the denominator it is 11 into 7 into 3. So this is going to be 21 into 11, 231, in the numerator it is 16. So 16 by 231 is what all I am going to get, that's this one. Alright, next one then. Here we have two vectors, right? In that, let A vector is this and B vector is also given to you. Then the square of the area of the triangle with adjacent side, determine the vectors 2A plus 3B and A minus B. So first of all, let us take this as I am going to take M vector something, and the other one we are going to take as N vector. So 2A plus 3B is one vector and A minus B is the another vector. So just try to add 2 times of A, 4 plus 18 is going to be 22 I plus this is 2 times of 3 plus 3 times of 3, which is nothing but 5 times of 3, 15J, and 2, both of them are same, so again 15 times of K I am going to get. And then I have A minus B, so when I and J are same, 2 minus 6 I have to write, which is going to become minus 4I. Now area of triangle I have to find. So area of triangle is going to be half of IJK and minus 4, here I have, the another 2 are zeros, and we have here 22, 15 and 15. So this is going to be 1 by 2 times of, if I expand with this one, it is going to be 4 times of 15J minus 15K. Now I have to find the modulus of this, 4 comes out, so 2, and here 15 root 2 I will be getting. So this is 30 root 2, which is area of triangle. So if A is 30 root 2, then A square is what I have to find. A square is going to be 900 into 2, which is going to be equals to 1800. So 1800 is the answer which we are going to get. Alright, so then we have 2 more questions here from math. I guess another faculty will be coming to discuss these questions. What happened? Just a second, guys. I said 4 questions. Are done, sir. Next.
So all of you all, welcome to the class. Right. So all the students, welcome. Now we'll discuss. One more question was there here. Okay. So everybody are aware about the crash course which is going to be discussed later. Now, in chemistry, the first question based upon the memory of the students, all the students, is the given in a given period of periodic table, the first ionization enthalpy of an element at extreme left and electron gain enthalpy at extreme right, except noble gases respectively are. So dear students, extreme left, if you for example take sodium here, and extreme right if you take in the same line chlorine. So first ionization enthalpy will be low or lowest for it, and electron gain enthalpy for extreme right will be highest. Am I right? So here I have taken the example. Hence, so first ionization enthalpy of element extreme left will be lowest and highest. Clear, dear students? Right? Next one. Treatment of a gas X with freshly prepared solution of ferrous sulfate gives a brown ring. Okay, then the complex structure or the gas and the complex is. So everybody should know from this brown ring complex in your brain immediately, what is the formula of brown ring complex? Everyone tell me. Brown ring complex is aqueous aquated solution, okay, NOSO4. This is called the brown ring complex, which is formed at the junction of the two liquids. Right, this is the brown ring due to the formation of this. So from the formula it is very clear, the gas, okay, the compound X and Y are, okay, so compound X is nothing but NO, okay, and the brown ring Y. So answer is which one? Option first one, because others are not matching. NO2 is there here, N2O, N2O4, it's not matching. Got it, dear students? Very, very cheap, very, very easy, very, very local, very, very simple questions. Okay. This paper, some questions came standard, some questions came very, very easy. Among the given options, the highest exo bond order. What is bond order? Most of the students tell me, what is the meaning of bond order? Bond order is nothing but number of bonds. Bond order is nothing but number of bonds. So the bond order here is 1. Here the bond order is 3 because it has 14 electrons, same like nitrogen. Here bond order will be 1, here bond order will be 2. So highest bond order will be for carbon monoxide CO. Got it, dear students? Very easy. So bond order is nothing but number of bonds. Everybody please remember this simple point for solving it further, especially who are from grade 12 now entering into grade 12. An alkane on complete combustion, okay, an alkane on complete combustion with oxygen obviously gives carbon dioxide, water, and obviously we know it will give you heat. Correct, everyone? Now he is telling that the oxygen required is 8 moles. Correct? If the oxygen required is 8 moles, to balance the oxygen you can write here 5 and you can write here 4. 5 2s are 10. No. Reverse you have to do. See, okay? So here you can write. If you want to balance the oxygens, then you can write here 5 2s are 10. Okay. 6 and this is 5. 5 2s are 10, 6. Agree everyone? Got it? 5 2s are 10 oxygens, 16 oxygens you got off. So based upon that, the compound should be C5H12. Okay, the compound must be C5H12. And now he is saying that the alkane when reacted with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, only one monochlorinated product is coming. Okay, only one product is coming in the presence of chlorine and sunlight. Right? So in presence of chlorine, sir, scroll down, sir. So chlorine, right. Chlorine and sunlight, only one product comes. So if the one product is coming, the compound must be 1 chloro, okay, or the compound must be neopentane. The compound must be neopentane, correct? The compound must be neopentane because it will only give you one monochlorinated product. Hence, he is saying how many primary carbons are there in it. So answer should be, final answer should be primary carbons are 4. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Next, choose the correct options regarding first ionization energy and second ionization energy of chromium. So everybody can see chromium here I will write and manganese here I will write. Okay, so chromium is what? 3D5-4S1, correct? And manganese is 3D5-4S2. So this is full filled. Okay, this is fully filled. So hence from this observation we can see that ionization energy 1 of manganese will be greater than ionization energy 1 of chromium. Correct? This is clear. Now he is talking about ionization energy 2 also. So if I 2 ionization energy 2, this will become 3D5, this is 4S0 and this is 3D5, this is 4S1. Now you can see this will become half filled and it is stable. So we need more energy to remove electrons from half filled. Hence you can see ionization energy 2 of manganese will be less than ionization energy 2 of chromium. All of you tell me the answer. What is the answer? Tell me what is the answer? So ionization energy 1 if you talk, manganese is greater. Correct? Right, everyone tell me the answer. And ionization energy 2, chromium is greater. So here you can see chromium greater than manganese, chromium greater than manganese. So these two are out of the game. And here if you see in IE1, manganese should be greater than chromium. This one. Option D. Manganese greater than chromium, right. Okay, dear students. So this is a good question, simple but good question. Next, the hybridization. Oh my God, this question came in yesterday's, I think shift 2 paper it has come. So everybody should know nickel tetracarbonyl, NiCO taken 4 times. This is 3D8 and 4S2. So this is strong filled ligand, correct? So hence this will be filling the electron completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 4S and this is 3P. So hence the hybridization of this will be sp3, and the hybridization of this is very clear, it is octahedral complex and which field ligand? sp3d, and this is nickel tetracyanide is strong field ligand here, right? So therefore in NiCN taken 4 times to the power minus 2, we have nickel plus 2, which is 3d8. 3d8 in strong field ligand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in strong field ligand, it will be this one, 3d8 configuration, right? So hence the hybridization will be dsp2. So this is dsp2, right everyone? Got it? So hence what will be the expected answer? sp3, sp3d2 and dsp2. sp3 answer is option C. sp3, sp3d, okay. Got it, dear students? Next, this is very beautiful question. This is my personal favorite question, and this is a question which is something very close to advanced level. This problem I can rate it as advanced level. Okay, it's very good question. Okay, nice question. So I'll show you how to solve this. So what are you doing here? You are taking MnO4 minus 1, reacting with iodide ion and liberating iodine in basic medium, right? Then second step, what are you doing? Here only I will write, okay, I can write separately also. The liberated iodine oxidizes, liberate iodine. The molecular iodine liberated will react with thiosulfate, okay, with thiosulfate, okay. Tetrathionate will come, we can ignore it, right. Again I minus 1, oh, sorry, okay, right, this is I minus 1. So here he is saying 500 ml, so equivalence of this should be equal to equivalence of this should be equal to equivalence of this is equal to equivalence of this is equal to equivalent of this. So everybody can see this iodine equivalence in this iodine, both are same, these are same iodines. So this will become the bridge between the two reactions. That liberated iodine and this liberated iodine are same. Hence, now everybody can see 500 ml. So equivalence can be written as molarity into volume into valency factor of this is to molarity into volume into valency factor of this. So molarity of this is 0.2 into volume is 500 and valency factor in basic medium is 3. Molarity is mixed of this is 1.5, volume is 500 and valency factor of iodide ion is 1. Change in oxidation state is 1, number of atoms are 1, 1 into 1 it is 1, right. So here you can see 5, this is 1500, okay, and here this will become 300 is to 750. So this will become limiting reagent LR, everybody can see, limiting reagent LR. That means in equivalence 300 milli equivalence of this will react with 300 only, okay. So therefore here you can take 300 milli equivalence of this should be equal to E means molarity into volume into valency factor of thiosulfate. So this will become 300 is equal to molarity is given as X into volume is 300, valency factor is 1. Okay, thiosulfate valency factor is 1 in the same medium. Hence, X will come as 1. Okay, dear students. Okay, next. Okay, this will discuss. This question is a bit doubtful. Some students, okay, this question was not there. Okay, not there, we will ignore, but it is from NCERT, right. Next, an excess of what John, D'Souza, Sonia, Prasad, Sai, please tell me, this question was there in the examination? D'Souza, if you have, I think you have mentioned, so maybe you have written the examination. So I believe that you have written the examination and came. Do you think this has come in exam, or this also have not come? Because it is based upon the memory of student like you people. You people like you are there, who students are there who give us the, okay, memory based, right. So now he is telling that an excess of silver nitrate solution is reacted with chromium tetraaco chromium dichlorido chloride. So everybody should know this will form what? AgCl, right? This will form AgCl. Okay, so how much are you taking? You are taking excess. So everybody can see all are going in 1:1:1 ratio only. Okay, all are going in 1:1 ratio. So what is this? Number of millimoles of silver nitrate should be equal to number of millimoles of the complex, correct, into millimoles of silver chloride, because all are running in 1:1:1 ratio. Everybody can see. So silver nitrate is how much here? Molarity into volume of this should be equal to molarity into volume of the silver chloride. Acha, moles is asking, no? So if you are asking moles of AgCl. So this is how much? 100 into 0.05. No, your mistake happened. This is not 100 into 0.05. Molarity is 0.05 and volume is 0.1. So therefore, millimoles of AgCl can find as 0.005. So hence the answer here should be 5. Okay? Please check it, everyone. Now, so if you do basic calculations, you can do, it will take time unnecessarily. Okay? Okay. Next, I think for this I need one empty place. Time is not there. So I request my friend to keep one empty place here. Place is not there. Okay, I'll try to explain here only. Place is not sufficient actually. Okay, so here you can see temperature given is 600 Kelvin and the number of moles is 1 mole and attains an equilibrium when 75%. So here alpha is given as 0.75. It was dissociated and total pressure is 1 atm, that is P total. P total is given and delta G naught is asking, right? So at equilibrium we know that delta G will be 0. Agree? Right. Right. So now how to do this problem? So x2 y4 breaks into 2 xy2. So at time t is equal to 0, this is 1 mole, this is 0 mole. At equilibrium 1 minus x, this will be 2x and this is 1 minus 0.75 dissociated. So this is 2 into 0.75 which will form. So this is left is 0.25 left, okay, and here 1.5 will form. Okay, so therefore number of moles of x2 y4 is 0.25, number of moles of xy2 is equal to 1.75. Sorry, 1.5, no, sorry. 1.5, right? So n total is how much? N total is 1.75. So we completed part 1, but our target is delta G naught. So to reach to delta G naught, first we should find Kp. After finding Kp, you can find delta G naught. So our target is first you should reach up to Kp. Then after this part 2, then partial pressure of any individual is equal to mole fraction of the individual into P total. So we know that P total is already given as 1 year. So partial pressure of x2 y4 should be equal to 0.25 divided by 1.75. So this will become 1 upon 6, 1 upon 6, 1 upon 7, sorry, 1 upon 7. Right? partial pressure of xy2 is 1.5 upon 1.75, right? Okay, so just I will do it by using calculator fast. 1.75. Okay, so otherwise direct values you can write 1.25 0.142, and this is 1.5 divided by 0.75, 0.85, right? Then find Kp. Kp is equal to pressure of xy2 whole square upon pressure of x2 y4. So on solving, Kp will come approximately 5, I think. Once you find Kp, then delta G0 is equal to minus 2.303 into R 8.3 T 600 log base 10 Kp. So I think approximately answer is going to come 8. Please everybody check it. Okay, dear students. So answer is going to get approximate 8. Next, methyl acetate. Very easy problem. So everybody can see this is a double bond. Correct, dear students? So this will be shortest. This bond is single bond, it should be longest here. And this has some pull towards the C double bond of electronegative oxygen. This should be moderate. So here he is calling CO carbonyl double bond. So this is alpha. Then carbon single bond between carbonyl carbon and ester oxygen. This is beta. Correct? And this is gamma. So the order is, so from here only you can see that alpha is smaller than beta, smaller than gamma. Okay, dear students. Next, this question came. Yeah, we can change. Numerical part you can take care. Mr. Chandu Shekhar, you can take it. This one came in exam because some students are saying yes, some are saying no. Okay. Anybody? Chandu, D'Souza. Okay. Next question. This compound is treated with sequentially with this one. So if you treat with HI, if you treat with red phosphorus and HI, so everybody know this will become N-hexane. This will become N-hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. N-hexane, if you treat with vanadium pentoxide at 773 Kelvin, then you will get what? Benzene. Benzene, if you treat with benzyl chloride, sorry, benzene if you treat with benzyl chloride, oh, benzene if you treat with benzyl chloride, right, then here you are going to get Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, and here you will get this one. The question is number of pi bonds in the final products. So here you can see 3 pi bonds, here you can see 3 pi bonds, 6. 6 is the answer. Okay. Next. Next. How many of you have done this problem? Chandu, Jochna, D'Souza, Somnia, Mishra, everyone. How many of you have done this problem? Very good question. This is one very, very good question and standard question asked in chemistry. Look here. So how to solve this? So weak electrolyte AXY. So AXBY means it will break into XA power plus Y plus YB to the power plus X. Correct? Okay. Now at time t is equal to 0, concentration of this is C, this is not formed. Agree? Then at equilibrium, from C alpha will go, then from here X is there and this is Y is there. So this will become XC alpha, this is YC alpha it will become at equilibrium. Then Kc for this reaction will be xc alpha power x, and this will be yc alpha to the power y divided by c minus c alpha. Correct? So now since it is a weak electrolyte, okay, so for weak electrolyte alpha is negligible in denominator, correct? Negligible in denominator, okay, alpha can be neglected. So if you neglect alpha, you will get answer option A. Got it, dear students? This is very simple question. Anybody? This question came in exam. You want to answer this? So in free expansion, work done is 0. Isothermal expansion, work reversible is equal to minus 2.303 nRT log base 10 V2 upon V1. This question is very well known for us, right? Next, this also P. Okay, here I will take separately. This is the question given. If you treat this with ammonia and heat, you will get amide. Okay, and if you treat with bromine in base, you will get Hofmann degradation reaction. If you treat this with nitrous acid at 0 degree Celsius as given there, this will become alcohol. This if we treat with benzene diazonium salt. So we know that alcohols react with benzene diazonium salt and give, this will become benzene and this will become acetaldehyde. So answer is, A is what? A is acetaldehyde and B is benzene, acetaldehyde and benzene. Right. Propine. Propine, this is propine. If you put dilute sulfuric acid and mercuric acetate, it is nothing but addition of water according to Marconi curve rule. Then this, if you do tautomerism, then you will get the product acetone. Acetone will not give toluene, it will not give phenyling, it will not give Lucas, it will give you haloform reaction. How? If we treat with base and iodine, then this will become carboxylic acid plus CH(I3), PPT will form. Hence, the answer is iodoform reaction. Next, energy of hydrogen like species. So we know that energy is equal to minus 13.6 into Z square upon N square is 54.4 electron volts. So everyone, if you take minus 13.6 into 2 square upon 1 square, then answer will come 54.4 electron volt. Therefore, N will be 1 and Z can be 2. Some questions are very simple, some questions are very complex. In this paper, 2-3 questions I found a bit complex, but 2-3 questions are very simple. Okay, dear students? Okay, we have only one more question. After that, we will discuss about the crash course for JEE Advanced, which we are going to discuss. 18 grams of glucose. Okay, so if you take pi in first beaker, it is equal to weight. Everybody know the basic formula? Pi V is equal to nRT, or pi is equal to nRT by V, and everywhere Van't factor I will come, and this is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into RT I upon V. For glucose, I is 1 because it is a non-electrolyte. So pi is equal to, weight is how much here? 18 by gram molecular weight 180 RT upon 100 ml means 0.1 liter. Okay, and this is pi 2. Pi 2 is equal to 20 upon 180 RT upon 0.04. So if I am not wrong, I have already solved before the class. So here answer is coming approximately for this 1. 18 divided by 180, here 1 ATM, and yeah, answer here coming is 20 divided by 180.04. So So it's coming like 2.77 atm. So everybody can see glucose solution moves from vessel 2 to vessel 1. Wrong, because osmosis means it's only movement of water, correct? It's only movement of water, nothing but it is only movement of solvent, correct? So this statement is blunder and totally wrong, and this statement we find in school also actually. The osmotic pressure of vessel 2 is greater than that of vessel 1. Yes, you can see clearly we got 2.77 and here we got 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay dear students, so here our chemistry discussion stops, but I would like to inform before leaving the session that we are going to launch a crash course for JEE Advanced 30 days from afternoon 2 to 6 p.m. daily 3 live classes, that is math, physics and chemistry. All the experts are going to take, IELTS examinations will be conducted. WhatsApp group is there where all your doubts will be clarified 24/7. Okay, 24/7 in the sense almost all the time. So please, you can fill in the Google form and we'll meet shortly. Thank you all of you all. So I welcome our next teacher. He'll be continuing your, okay, chalo, sir, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Guys, thank you so much for waiting till now. How are you doing, guys? Sir, we can say directly 6/7 because only mole fraction is changing. Okay, good. So how are you doing, guys? Okay then. Then let's start with the question number 1. So in this question over here we have the Bohr radius of a hydrogen-like species. Now hydrogen-like species means hydrogen has 1 electron in outer orbit like this, like species. Okay, so radius for that is given as, so radius is given 70.53 picometer. Okay, the species and the orbit number is n are respectively given. Hydrogen atom Bohr radius is 52.9 picometer. So we already know that radius for an atom will be what? N square by z into 52.9 in picometers, right? And that would be equal to 70.53. By this we can say that n square by z will be what? 4/3, and 4/3 could be written as square of 2/3. That means z is 3, n is 2. So if in the option we have any option like lithium plus 2 ion, so that would be the answer, right? Why lithium plus 2 ion? Because we already have in the question that species is hydrogen like species. Okay, I hope you understood guys. Okay, then let's see the next question. In this question we have de Broglie wavelength of two charges are lambda 1 and lambda 2. Okay, de Broglie wavelength is what? Lambda equals h by p, and p is what? Momentum, and momentum could be written as mass times velocity and root 2 times mass times kinetic energy. Okay, and we could say that for any charge that energy, total energy could be written as QV, charge into the potential, right? So from here itself I could say that lambda will be proportional to root V. Yes or no? That means what do we need here? So lambda 2 by lambda 1 would be what? Lambda 2 by lambda 1 equals root V1 by V2. Now what is given more? Where lambda 2 is 50% higher. Okay, let's say lambda 1 is lambda, lambda 1 is lambda, and lambda 2 is 50% higher. 50% higher means 3/2 times of lambda. Am I right? 3/2 times of lambda, where lambda 2 is higher. So lambda 2 is 3/2 times lambda. Now lambda 2 by lambda 1 value would be what? lambda 2 by lambda 1 value would be 3 by 2. So we can write that value over here, 3 by 2 equals root V1 by V2. That means V1 by V2 value is what? 9 by 4. So answer is what? 9 by 4. Okay, so we need the value of alpha, so alpha value is 4. Got it? Okay then. Now let's move to the next problem. In this question we have, in standard YDSE wavelength is this, D is what? Slit width. Okay, so let's make that arrangement over here. So D is given as 5 mm. Okay, and distance from screen is given as 50 centimeter or 0.5 meter. Okay, I naught is the intensity due to individual source. Okay, on the screen P is the point on the screen such that intensity at P is equal to I naught. Okay, let's say that P point is over here and here intensity is I naught. So basically we know the formula, intensity is what? 4 I naught cos square phi by 2, where phi is what? Phi is phase difference, right? Okay, and I is given as I naught. So I naught equals 4 I naught and cos square phi by 2. From here cos square phi by 2 would be what? 1 by 4, and cos phi by 2 would be what? 1 by 2. That means what? So cos phi by 2 could be written as 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 means what? 1 by 2 means phi by 2 value is what? 30 degree or 60 degree. So we know on, okay, so cos 30 is 1 by 2, no, cos 60, that means pi by 3 is phi by 2. Now phi it would be written as 2 pi by 3, right? Are any doubt till now? Okay, now if we know the phase difference, could we measure the 2 pi by lambda delta x equals del phi, right? So now we can measure path difference as well. Okay, 2 pi by lambda and path difference equals delta phi, that is 2 pi by 3. Okay, so that path difference is lambda by 3. Okay, now this lambda by 3 could be written as, let's say that P point is at y distance. Okay, so that could be written as y and small d by capital D. Okay, what do we need? We need the value of small y. So small y could be written as lambda by 3, okay, capital D and small d. Now put all the values over here. Lambda is 7000 angstrom, or could be written as 7 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter. Okay, D, that is 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, and this is 0.5 meter. Put all these values here and you will get the value of y, that would be 70 by 3 micrometer. Okay, any doubt? Okay, then we are moving to the next problem. In this problem we have a galvanometer is used for making an emitter of range 500 milliampere. So first of all we had a galvanometer. Let's say resistance of galvanometer is Z. Okay, for making emitter we know that we need to shunt it with a small resistor, and that is given 2 ohm. 2, okay, that is given as 2 ohm. Fine. The same galvanometer is used for, okay, now 500 milliampere means 0.5 ampere, right? So that means what? It could measure up to 0.5 amperes. Okay, so could I write that the value of current, the net current would be 0.5 ampere. Let's say this current is IZ current. So definitely this current would be 0.5 minus IZ, or 1 by 2 minus IZ. So then we can say that IZ into Z, potential drop on these terminals would be equal, right? So Ig into G equals 0.5 minus Iz into 2. Okay, so this could be written as Iz Z equals 1 minus 2 Iz. So basically, what do we need here? Value of Iz. So Iz Z plus 2 equals 1. So Iz current is 1 by Z plus 2. And G is what? G is the value of resistance for galvanometer. Okay. Now the same galvanometer is used for making a voltmeter. For making a voltmeter, we use resistor, very high resistor in series combination. Okay. So the resistance is given as 470 ohms. Okay, 470 ohms. Now look at here, is used in series and range is given as 10 volts. That means it could measure up to 10 volts, right? It could measure up to 10 volts. But we know one thing, Ig current, that is given as 1 by G plus 2. Okay, so it could measure Ig current. So could I say that Iz V equals what? IR, right? चैतन्य भी ऑनलाइन है, हमको तो पता ही नहीं था. ओके, पता चल गया अभी. नाउ लुक एट हियर. सो Ig into R, Z plus 470 equals voltage drop 10 volts. 10 volts. Now what do we need actually? We need the value of G. So Ig could be written as 1 upon Z plus 2. 1 upon Z plus 2 into Z plus 470 equals 10. Now this could be written as Z plus 470 equals 10Z plus 10 to the 20, right? So 10Z minus Z, 9G. 9G equals 450. Okay, now it is easy. So 9 5s are 45. So 50 ohms, right? 50 ohms. I hope you guys understood. Do you have any doubt? Okay, so now maths faculty is joining us. So I would like to invite him. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Take it.
Thank you. So, hello dear students. I am here with few maths questions. So, let's start discussing them. First question, let f be a function from R to R be defined as fx is equal to ratio of quadratic upon quadratic, and then they are asking then what is the nature of f? Is f 1 on 2? Okay, so first of all we know that if f is defined from set of real numbers to real numbers, okay, defined as 2x square minus 3x plus 1 divided by 3x square plus x plus 3. First of all, check nature of both quadratics. Do they have any factor common? So in the denominator, if you see 3x square plus x plus 3, its discriminant will be 1 minus 4 into 3 into 3 negative. So it can't be factorized, right? If it can't be factorized, it cannot have any common root with the numerator. That part is sorted. Now, if I equate fx equal to 0, that means 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Sorry, plus 1. Okay, fine. Now here, if we check the quadratic, discriminant will be b square 9 minus 4 into 2 into 1. So this is positive. So there exist two real values of x such that f of x is 0, right? So we can have x1 not equal to x2 such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2. So function is not 1 1, right? Our function f is not a 1 1 function. Then again, if we take it as y is equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 1 divided by 3x square plus x plus 3. For this function, whenever you solve for range, you will get something like this. All of you must have solved finding the range of quadratic upon quadratic, right? So either we can have a positive region or we can have negative region, right? We will not be able to have the complete R, or if you want, you can just find its range and check y will not be equal to complete set R. If the range is not complete set R, that means the function is not onto. So f will not be onto function. Okay, so you can select neither 1 1 nor onto function. Okay, fine. Moving on to the next problem. If fx is equal to x cube plus 8 when x is negative, x square minus 4 when x is non-negative, g of x is equal to x minus 8 power 1 by 3 when x is negative, and x plus 4 to the power 1 by 4 when x is non-negative. Then we have to find number of points where the function g o f is discontinuous. So the composition g over f of x, first of all we will have to create the function, right? Instead of that, we can find the discontinuity points of f and g separately and then we will analyze. Okay, so instead of finding g composition f function, let's say when f is discontinuous, we can see limit x tending to 0 from the right of fx. This will be minus 4. Limit x tending to 0 from the left of fx. This will be plus 8. So clearly these two limits are not equal. So f has discontinuity at x equal to 0. This is the first point, right? I hope this part is understood to everyone. Now, for the negative of x, fx is a polynomial, so it will be continuous always. To the right of 0, it is again a polynomial, so it will be continuous. So f has discontinuity only at x equal to 0, right? Now, similarly check for g, limit x tends to 0 from the left of gx and limit x tending to 0 gx. Again, we can see gx has discontinuity at x equal to 0. This will be minus 8 cube root, which will be minus 2, and square root of 4, which will be positive 2, right? So by analysis, I can have g composition fx is discontinuous when fx is equal to 0, right? Now, if fx equal to 0, this means x square minus 4 equal to 0. That means when x is equal to 2 and minus 2. Understood? So, when x equal to 0, fx is discontinuous. That means g composition fx will be discontinuous. Also, when fx becomes 0, by the nature of g, it will be discontinuous at x equal to 2 and x equal to minus 2. So, we can have g composition f is discontinuous at x equal to 0, plus 2 and minus 2. So number of points where the function is discontinuous, this will be how much beta? This will be equal to 3. That's it. No detailed calculation, just finding the limits, applying the concept. Okay, fine. I hope you guys have understood this problem. Moving forward, let the mean and the variance of 7 observation be this, 8 and 16 respectively. Then the quadratic equation whose roots are 3 alpha plus 2 and 2 beta plus 1. Okay. Let me just check the values because here last value is not proper. I think last value will be 14. So the data values are 2, 4, alpha, 8, beta, 12 and 14, and we have condition alpha less than beta. Fine, there was a typing mistake. Now, those who have solved this type of problems in PYQs, they will be able to do this directly. So let's start with the mean. 2 plus 4 plus alpha plus 8 plus 12 plus 14 plus beta by 7, mean is equal to 8. That means let's say alpha plus beta, 8 sevens are 56 minus, this will be 20, 2 plus 4 6, this will be 20, so 40. So I have alpha plus beta as 16. First condition we got. Now for the second condition, variance is 16. Okay, so applying the condition for variance, 4 plus 16 plus 8 square is 64 plus 12 square is 144 plus 196 plus alpha square plus beta square whole divided by 7. This value will be equal to how much? Sorry, minus the mean, which is 8, 8 square will be 64. Now variance is given as 16. That means what we can have, alpha square plus beta square will be equal to, taking 64 on this side, 16 plus 64 will be 80, 80 into 7 will be, I think 560, minus, let's do the sum of this, 196, 144, 64, 16 and 4. How much is this? 10, 10, 4, 24, 2, 3, 3, 9, 13, 13 plus 9, 2 plus 1, 2, 4. Fine. So further you can just simply put up the value and get the condition on alpha square plus beta square. Okay, can all of you do this problem? What are students saying? Sir, I attempted only 53 questions and I have doubt in many. Fine. So simplify and tell me the value of alpha square plus beta square. Once you find alpha square plus beta square, 560 minus 24, so 136 you will be having with the condition alpha plus beta is equal to 16. So can we guess some integers which will directly follow these values? Right? Alpha equal to 10, beta equal to 6. If we take these two values, it will be satisfied by this set of equations, 100 plus 36 and 10 plus 6. Now since we have this condition alpha less than beta, so alpha will be actually 6 and beta will be actually 10. Once you have this, what will be these roots? 3 alpha plus 2 will be 3 into 6 plus 2, that is 20, and 2 into 10 plus 1, 21, right? Once you got these two as your new roots, let's say t1 and t2, then quadratic equation having these two as roots will be t square minus sum of the roots 41t plus product of roots 420 equal to 0. This implies t square minus 41t plus 420 equal to 0. So we have in terms of x, x square minus 41x plus 420. So option B. Fine. I hope this problem is also clear to everyone. So first we had this problem, quadratic upon quadratic, then finding number of points of discontinuities, then based on mean and variance we could calculate this. Now further two problems which we will be discussing will be kind of lengthy. So this type of problems, if you don't have any other choice to solve in exam, then only you attempt this type of problems. Okay, fine. Let's start with this sine of tan inverse of root 2x is equal to cot of sine inverse of under the root 1 minus x square. Okay, now this side it is sine inverse. If we could make this as a sine, then sine inverse and sine will get cancelled, right? So for that we substitute, let's say x is equal to cos theta. Then if x belongs to 0 to 1, this implies cos theta also belongs to 0 to 1. Okay. Now this side we will be having cot of sine inverse of 1 minus cos square theta will be sine square theta. So sine inverse of sine theta, this will be basically equal to cos theta, sorry, cot theta. Let's make this as equation 1. Now from the left hand side of this equation, what we are having, sine of tan inverse of root 2 cos theta, right? If x is cos theta, this will be root 2 cos theta. Then sine of, since I am having tan inverse, I will try to convert this tan inverse into sine inverse. So sine inverse of, this will be root 2 cos theta, which is the opposite side, divided by here opposite upon adjacent is 1. So hypotenuse will be under the root of 1 square plus root 2 cos theta square. So 2 cos square theta. Fine. So sine and sine inverse will get cancelled. We will be having root 2 cos theta divided by under root of 1 plus 2 cos square theta. So root 2 cos theta divided by under the root of 1 plus 2 cos square theta, this is equal to cot theta can be written as cos theta upon sin theta. Okay, let's mark it equation 2. So this is what we are having from 1 and 2. Fine. Now cos theta cannot be 0, so we will just divide by it. Okay, so what we will be having, root 2 upon under the root 1 plus 2 cos square theta equal to 1 upon sin theta. Simplifying, squaring and simplifying, 2 sin square theta is equal to 1 plus 2 cos square theta, right? Taking this on this side and 1 on this side, minus 1 will be equal to 2 times cos square theta minus sin square theta. So it will be 2 times cos of 2 theta. This implies cos of 2 theta is basically minus 1 by 2. Okay, I hope this part is understood. Cos 2 theta is equal to minus half. That means 2 theta will be equal to either pi minus pi by 3, which is 2 pi by 3 in the second quadrant, or 2 theta will be basically 2 pi minus pi by 3, which will be 4 pi by 3 in the fourth quadrant. We know cos is negative in only two quadrants, second and fourth. Sorry, second and third. 4 pi by 3 will be lying in third quadrant. So here and here cos is negative. So from the first equation, theta will be equal to pi by 3, and from second equation theta will be equal to 2 pi by 3. Understood? Very good. Everyone is getting x equal to 1 by 2. Fine. So x is equal to cos of theta, x is equal to cos pi by 3 equal to 1 by 2, or x is equal to cos of 2 pi by 3, but this is minus half. So this will be rejected. X equal to 1 by 2 will be the final answer. Right? Very good. Aditya is getting all the answers. Fine. So far we have discussed these 4 problems. Now the last one for today. There is a line given which intersects this circle at points Q and R. If P alpha comma beta is a point on C such that PQ equal to PR, then 6 alpha plus 8 beta whole square. This is what we have to find. So let's start to find points of intersection. What will be points of intersection? Since we have x minus y equal to 4 and x minus 4 whole square plus y plus 3 whole square equal to 9. Let's substitute the value. What will be x? X will be y plus 4. Substituting x as y plus 4 minus 4 whole square plus y plus 3 whole square equal to 9. So y plus 4 minus 4 will be cancelled, right? Fine. So y square plus 6y plus 9 equal to 9. 2y square plus 6y equal to 0. Taking 2y common, y plus 3 equals to 0. This gives either y is 0 or y is minus 3. If y is 0, this implies x equal to 4, and if y is minus 3, then x will be equal to x plus 3 equal to 4. This implies x is equal to 1. So we have two set of points. One is 4 comma 0 and another one is 1 comma minus 3. Let's name them R and Q. So there is a circle with the center at 4 comma minus 3. There is a line which is intersecting at two different points. One of them is, let's say, 1 comma minus 3. Another one is 4 comma 0. Now P is a point on this circle C such that PQ equal to PR. So if I have P this side, then PQ equal to PR. Either we can use this condition from this point, or that point P could also be on this side. I hope this part is understood to everyone. Fine. Now to find the values of alpha and beta, this type of problems will be constructed such that doesn't matter if you take this P or this P, let's name them P1 or P2, the final answer should be same. Okay. Very good. Aditya is telling answer is 3. Aditya have solved everything. Fine. So what we can do here, we know that from this condition P will be lying on perpendicular bisector of QR, right? The point P will be basically lying onto perpendicular bisector of QR. Also, you see on this perpendicular bisector, the center of the circle will also lie, because from any perpendicular from the center onto the chord will bisect it, right? So, we can have equation of perpendicular bisector of QR. How can we find this? We know Q and R, so we can find the midpoint M. Midpoint of QR, this will be what? 4 plus 1, 5 by 2, comma, minus 3 by 2, right? Once we get the midpoint, we know the center. So, let's say this is some line L, L1. L1 passes through the point 5 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2 and center, which is 4 comma minus 3. Okay. So, I have limited space, but you guys can understand. Once you get equation of this line, again you can solve this line for point of intersection with the circle. Okay. When you solve this line and this circle, you will be getting 2 points P1 and P2, and either of them if you substitute, the value you will get. Okay. So, Aditya was telling the answer is 3. I don't think the answer will come as 3. So, from this, I hope all of you can take this problem home. Okay. Find the equation of this perpendicular bisector and solve it with the equation of circle. Okay. So, that's it everyone from my side. We had this 4-5 questions in maths. So, question 1 like this, 2, 3. This type of questions are doable with respect to time in exam. But problems, this is also I think doable in exam. But problems like this will devour your time. So, you have to attempt all this type of problems at the very last if you don't have any choice. Okay. Fine. So, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining this stream. Okay. Bye.